Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, but just told you right here with me, the BABGOG. And I appreciate you for pulling up on me. What's going on, man? Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all know, bro. This was late. I just had to do it, bro. I just had to do it. So much is being revealed from I told y'all, man. So the official term of what I deem or what I say for I'm every woman's disease for black women is parasocial behavior. But what I'm coming to realize, and black people have already accepted the reality or the concept of, right? Reality, concept, possibility, however you want to put it, right? Because you can't really say it's a reality because there haven't been official studies to quite differentiate it from what it originally is. But black people always say, hey, if America gets the cold, we get the flu. I say it's not even the flu at this point. It's motherfucking stage 4 cancer. Okay. So understanding that, right? This is why I say, even when things that may have official diagnosis are applied to black people, it is such a much, it's a much more dire and accelerated level or instance, right? Now, women as a whole, I do the whole parasocial thing, right? You know, Taylor Swift, they bring up the Swifties. Um, I can't name another white woman, I guess, that would be that level. But in the black community, we've seen it for so many black women, and none of these black women are, well, I won't say none. The vast majority of these black women are not upstanding, because I still think at the end of the day, the Beyonce crowd is by far the biggest, the Bayhive, right? That's the biggest cadre and the queen mother of black women's praise and worship and all these different things, right? Under that main umbrella, though, you have women that identify with Beyonce, and then at the same time identify with Nicki Minaj, and then it starts breaking off: Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan the Stallion, then City Girls, then Sexy Red, then Summer Walker, then so it's levels on top of levels stacked on top of personalities and things, but the vast majority of them will be negative and extremely negative traits. Oh, my bad, I almost forgot one. The most important, Sierra, right? So right under actually, you know what? I take that back. Sierra is over Beyonce because Sierra is a baby mama. Okay. Sierra is at the top, actually at the top of the pyramid of black women's worship, because the vast majority of black women want to be a Sierra. They want to get the Sierra story. They want to end up with Russell. They want to get pregnant by the ain't shit nigga that they knew was ain't shit, but they got pregnant by him anyway. And then, you feel me? Man, hey, JT, bro. Hey, man. If I wasn't cut out for this shit, it would be rough. It would be a rough one. Here we go. That's why I couldn't find it. I got you. So I've been doing this content thing for quite some time. Y'all know this, right? What I don't do is is brag about the content that I do, right? What I don't do is say, I did content on that. You didn't see it. You didn't watch it. I'm like, nah, man. Because at the end of the day, if you care, you'll be aware, right? If you don't, me telling you I did content on that, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna go back and watch it because you don't follow me, you don't care about anything I have to say. So me saying I did content on that is not something that I constantly shout from the rooftop. But I'm the wonderful thing about the way I do things is that I'm usually aware, abreast and somewhat adept to most and everything involving, serious to semi-serious issues within the black community, right? Because I don't ever want to speak on something that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's stupid, right? And if it's a serious issue about families, about children, relationships, hell, diseases, STDs, all these different things, criminality, politics, economics, all of these these pillars that are important for a demographic to make it, right, to be successful. I feel, right, that I need to be as knowledgeable about those subjects as possible if I'm going to speak on them. And if I don't know, I just shut the fuck up, right? But this will be our at least third time addressing this, right? Because there's been time at the time. I remember the first time, and what's the crazy part about it is Baltimore is back in the spotlight. Baltimore is back in the spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cap. What's cap? What's cap, baby? What's cap, Cree? What are you talking about? Yeah, indeed, indeed. Shit. Shout out to my man Jonathan for the dollar, man. For the dollar holler. Who you say we idolize? Cree, stop making it damn personal. Cree, that my list is fucking correct. And Megan done rose to the levels right now. Megan, the only people over Megan right now is probably fucking Sierra. Matter of fact, shit, I would say Megan the Stallion's at the top of the list right now. You know how you have like a leaderboard or some shit? Right now, Megan the Stallion's at the top of the list over everybody. Holtron has motherfucking assembled. Thanks to Megan the Stallion. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. But let's get to the things at hand here. Second. Hold on. Hit the like button in the meantime, between time, people. Here we go. Gotta give me a second. No, we don't want to do that.
clothes that were. Who's this for? Extraordinary, but somewhat Gertrude?
Now listen, gauche. I've never used gauche. I've never used the word gauche in my life, so I'm not even gonna trip on gauche. But silhouette and extraordinary, come on now, extraordinary and silhouette, yeah. But y'all having, all right. And again, this is
Now explain what that means.
I don't know.
She wore a sahalat of clothes that were extraordinary, whatever, bro, but somewhat gooch.
What does that mean?
She wore a lot. Wait, she wore, bro. I don't know, bro. Can you take the card back, please?
She wore a. Oh, baby. She wore a silhouette of clothes that were. Bitch, I don't know that word. I don't even.
again, man. These are high school students. These are high school students. That's not cursive. The kids can't read cursive, but it's not even in cursive. And let me be clear: this isn't to make fun of black children. This isn't that. I've never done that. Even when I say the kids are dumb as hell, it's really not on the kids as much as it's on the parents, right? Um, so let me be clear about that, because everybody wants to make it, oh, you think it's funny and shit. No, I don't think it's funny at all. I think it's truly sad, because what do we know about fucking high school students? 4 years from now, they're gonna be fucking adults. 4 years from a kid entering motherfucking high school, they're gonna be adults that are making decisions that affect me. They're gonna be able to vote. There's another issue and problem with the Democratic Party and why they're purposely doing this shit, right? So it's funny, right? Historical context. Niggas used to complain about, oh my God, the white people didn't want us going to school with them, and they gave us the old textbooks, they gave us all of the old stuff, and they undereducated us on purpose. Okay, I got you. What's the excuse now? What's the excuse now? Philadelphia, black city. Baltimore, black city. How do you excuse black students having the lowest literacy rate of all demographics in school? People that were born into English speaking households, English foundation, have a lower comprehension and mastery of the English language than Asians and Hispanics. Remember, we covered this. Let me see. I can tell you the date. Kill that. What is this? No. Let me kill that too. Where is it at? Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. My teacher bay video was on September the 3rd, 2025. On September 3rd, 2025, we covered why the woman that was going viral on TikTok for, wearing provocative clothes and things and whatnot, what have you, and pretty much, for all intents and purposes, acting like a fucking 304, right? Just saying. Motherfuckers is more focused on teacher bay than focusing on the fact of the matter. Let me pull up these what's names too. Here we go. Right? That black students were the worst performers in K through 12 schools. The worst.
don't know how to read. I don't know why I did this.
She wore a silhouette of clothes that were extraordinary but somewhat gauche.
All right, now what does that mean?
I have no idea. Like his clothes is nice or something like that.
She were a. I don't know what this shit say. I don't know what this shit say. I don't know what this shit say. I can't read it. Can't read it. Can't read it. Can't go back.
It's crazy how motherfuckers brag about content and all these different things, and you have just historical content with context within the space of how in 2020 the reports were that black men and boys couldn't read, right? It was funny because it was black men that had lower literacy rates. You're broke, you're dusty, you niggas can't even read, right? And again, since it was only the black men and the boys, it was funny, it was cool, everybody's okay with it. But now that it's been revealed that it's the children across the board, right? And the fucked up part about why, twofold. The fact of the matter that people are starting to care now and talk about the fucking literacy rate, one, because the girls are affected, but two, they understand. And listen, I really be doing this shit, bro, and I really be thinking about this shit. And that's why I told y'all my understanding of the black community, but especially the fucking black woman, bro. Put me up against anybody. Cause listen, nobody else has said this shit. I promise you, nobody else has said this. I stand on it. Nobody else has said this. The reason why they're concerned is because if the girls can't read in high school and they have low literacy rates, that's going to take away from the one trump card they always use. And, oh, we the most educated. We smarter than you niggas. We going to college more than you niggas. Well, it's going to be a whole lot harder to keep all the motherfucking college numbers up if the little girls can't read. Told y'all, man, this gender war shit is one-sided. Black men are having these conversations to try and figure something out in order for us to come together, work together, build together, live together, raise kids together, raise families, all this other shit. Is the shit perfect? No. It's going to get a little rowdy and rough every now and again, of course, right? But one side is constantly coming towards the other, and the other one is constantly motherfucking running away or shooting fucking bullets back. Until we motherfucking have an honest conversation about that, and again, today was a prime example. This is why the niggas gotta go, bro. The super simps and the motherfucking the sisterhood motherfucking drones and defenders, them niggas, they gotta go, man.
Fuck God!
They gotta go. They gotta go. I seen it with the other post I did. Women will rally around one fucking simp, bro. One simp, one brotherfucker, and turn that nigga into Jesus. As long as it's something they agree with. Y'all don't hear me. Black women will take the village fucking idiot, bro, and make him king for a day, as long as it motherfucking supports their narrative, their interests, and what the fuck they want to hear. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is fucking agree. All you gotta do. Shout out to Ricardo for the 2. Appreciate you, brother.
Ain't nothing but some money.
And when we speak proper English, we get clowned. Yeah, oh, you think you white? You trying to be white? If you know how to pronunciate, if you have an adequate vocabulary, oh, you think you white? You think you smart? You think you this? You think you that? No, I don't think I'm anything. I'm simply where I should be academically, right? Nothing special. Well, let's go back to a little bit of old content, man. Since everybody want to brag on content before. Well, no, I don't need that just yet. So we had that one. Then we got this one.
School where hundreds of students are failing.
As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, we found a student who's passed 3 classes in 4 years and is ranked near the top half of his class.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard that. Put a 1 in the chat and make sure y'all heard that. He's only passed 3 classes, but he's ranked in the top half of his class. He's only passed 3 classes, but he's ranked in the top half of his class. So we go run it back.
A school where hundreds of students are failing.
As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, we found a student who's passed 3 classes in 4 years and is ranked near the top half of his class.
Yo, chill out, bro. Come on. UFO, come on, man. Chill out, bro. Ricardo, I didn't even see it like that. 3 classes, bro. Yeah, the whole the whole graduation class. Baltimore. Let me say it right. To do you them twos and them do's. Bruh, y'all finna have a rough fucking time for the next, I don't even know how many batches of adults. This is fucking crazy. This is insane.
This is crazy, baby. This is crazy.
We're not letting none of this get the best of us. All right? Be strong, son. We got this.
He's stressed, and I am too. Like, I told him I probably will start crying.
There you go. 2.
And like, my son is, I don't know what to do for him.
This coming
2.
June is when Tiffany France thought her son would receive his diploma.
And I'm just trying to fight. He like, Mom, what was all this for? What did I do this for? Like, don't he get a chance?
What the fuck you mean? What he do this for? He didn't do shit. He didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing either. You and him didn't do shit. He didn't go to school and learn shit. And you didn't check on him for the last fucking 4 years of high school to make sure that he was in school learning shit. Now, because you don't get to motherfucking go to the graduation and make a fucking big ass scene, my baby, ooh, ah, you know, yell in the motherfucking auditorium. Do y'all keep understanding this recurring theme of, again, man, and this is all women. All women are selfish. All women are selfish, but for black women, bro, it's another level. This ain't about her son really not knowing how to fucking read. This is her being able to motherfucking take a whole bunch of pictures, go to the motherfucking auditorium, get up and, you know, put a dress on for a change and shit, get a day off of work and be seen for fucking, you know, I'm a good mama. Strong, independent, don't need no man. I was a mama and a daddy. I got a high school graduate. But whenever this shit don't line up right, it's everybody else's fault. Again, when the shit don't match up right, when the boy turned out to be a dummy, when he turned out to be a piece of shit, when he turned out to be a bad apple, it's the daddy fault, it's the system fault, it's everybody's fault but the motherfucking mama.
Do he get a chance?
But after 4 years of high
I know he ain't got no motherfucking PlayStation controller in his hand. I know they didn't just show this boy with a motherfucking PlayStation controller in his motherfucking goddamn hand.
Your relationship with your children.
Oh my God.
With AirPods.
high school, this mom just learned her 17-year-old has to start over. He's been moved back to 9th grade.
Why would he do 3 more years in school? He didn't fail. The school failed him.
Put a one in the chat if y'all heard that. Hit the like button, people. We over here. We back. Hey, we home now. I'm a murder man dance, you niggas. Likes is free. Hit the motherfucking like button for me now. Come on now. This shit free.
School failed at their job. They failed. That's the problem here. They failed.
And you just get to say they fail. Look at this fucking smirk ass fucking look on her face. Bitch, how? How? How did the school fail? The school's job is to motherfucking teach your kid. They have a curriculum that's pre-set up, all right, that they're supposed to put out to the kid. They give the kids motherfucking tests and different objectives and things to complete, right? To see and understand their learning and retention capabilities. For 4 fucking years, you didn't look at a progress report. You didn't look at a report card. You didn't just even talk to your child enough to understand that they fucking behind. What are we doing here? What are we talking about? If I'm the fucking superintendent, I would have a fucking remember the trifold board? I would have a science project board worth of motherfucking progress report sent home on this date. Report card sent home on this date. Bitch, you're not finna lie on me. But you can't do that. Why? Why can't they do that, y'all? Why couldn't the wonderful motherfucking city of Baltimore? What county is Baltimore in? Oh, damn, I'm trying to think. What county is Baltimore? It ain't Chatham, is it? Chatham is something different. What county is Baltimore in, y'all? My Baltimore people. No, hell no. PG. Baltimore's not PG. Baltimore County? Baltimore. Oh, okay. Baltimore is Baltimore County. Appreciate you, bro. Bro, Baltimore is not in PG County, bro. That's definitely not PG. But either way.
They failed. He didn't deserve that.
France's son attends Augusta Fells Savage Institute of Visual Arts in West Baltimore. His transcripts show in 4 years, he has passed just 3 classes, earning 2.5 credits, which places him in 9th grade. But France says she didn't know that until February. She has 3 children and works 3 jobs. She thought her oldest son was doing well because even though he failed most of his classes, he was being promoted. His transcripts show he failed Spanish 1 and Algebra 1, but was promoted to Spanish 2 and Algebra 2.
No, it wasn't a promotion. That's not a promotion. That's not how that worked. That's not a fucking promotion. It's just a fucking class to be taken. And he has the option to motherfucking either take those classes in summer school, right? Take those classes in fucking summer school, or retake them on the back end, to make up those credits. What are we doing, man? What the fuck are we doing here? And why is the news even playing like this? Yeah, man. Hey, man. Shout out to K-Mac, bro. Listen, George Bush needs to pay for his crimes, bro. George Bush needs to pay for his crimes. Karina, who knows? Who knows where his daddy is? Who? That's something that's never changed. Shout out to the Smell the Roses in the building. That's something that never changed. It's not a fucking promotion. They just automatically assign you the next fucking class. And if you don't fucking take it up in fucking summer school, you get to take it on the back end. You can take a 9th grade class in your senior year. What the fuck are we doing here?
He also failed English 2, but was passed on to English 3.
Again, he wasn't passed on the shit. That was just what was in the thing. And then you as a mother, why are you not making sure that he's taking the proper classes? Again, that's something that you're supposed to do. Hell, that's something that I did. I took pre-algebra in 8th grade or whatever, right? They tried to put me back in or algebra 1. I took algebra 1 in like 8th grade. They tried to put me back in algebra 1 in high school, and I was like, no, I'm not doing no fucking algebra 1. Put me in algebra 2. Right? I already did this shit. Why the fuck would I waste my time or whatever? And this me, no help, no nothing, no nobody. I was the smartest motherfucker in there. Literally. I had motherfucking, I was a nerd. I was a motherfucking nerd ass freshman that was getting fucking joked on and cracked on and shit or whatever, right? But I was the smartest motherfucker in the fucking classroom as a fucking freshman. Shout out to Rosa. It was this girl. So, story time. So it was a girl that we was classmates. We were in the same grade, freshman. I ran into her in middle school, right? So we get to 9th grade. We're in you know, we come to high school at the same time, and she has 2 older sisters. She got a light-skinned sister. She had a dark-skinned sister. No, they didn't look like Michael Jackson. So the younger sister was a junior. The older sister was a senior. She was in class with me, and everybody was just, you know, picking on me, whatever the fuck, la la la, right? And she was like, y'all dumbass need to chill out because he can help y'all. He know what the fuck going on. Y'all don't know how to do none of this shit. And y'all keep trying to fucking clown him and shit, whatever, la la la. So instead of you trying to fucking clown him, you know, you probably should be, you know what I'm saying, asking him for some help with your dumb ass. And niggas start asking me for help. I still got some jokes from here and there every now and again, not as much, but I definitely helped some motherfuckers get their motherfucking diploma as a motherfucking freshman and some motherfucking dumbass seniors that couldn't motherfucking, you know, understand some shit. I didn't do nobody's homework and no shit like that, but I've been doing this motherfucking teaching shit for a long time, right? Again, I as much as I hate dumb niggas, I have I have a special connection with them because I can teach them very well if they just listen to me. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I know how dumb people think. I know how to dumb shit down really, really simple and give good analogies and comparisons. That's what it is. And you learn this shit in the Navy, right? So what most people aren't mechanically inclined, right? Most people don't motherfucking understand even, you know, righty tighty, lefty loosey, right? So commonality and association are ways that any and everybody can learn, right? If I say, all right, let's do a little test, right? Chill out, Cree. All right. Let's say I'm trying to teach a kid, I'm trying to teach a kid colors and fruits. Okay, colors and fruits. All right. So if I say red, what's the motherfucking number one fruit that's gonna come to mind? Chapter participation, chapter participation, chapter participation. We doing a quick little, you know. If I say red, what fruit is gonna come to mind? The most common fruit. Exactly. See, there we go. Apple. Right? If I say yellow, what's the most motherfucking common? Or now let's reverse it, right? So I say purple. What's the common fruit that's gonna come to mind? If I say purple. Yeah, see, grapes. So again, association, right? And all those other things y'all say would be acceptable, you know, but I'm just doing the most common things, you know, motherfucking Steve Harvey. Survey says, you know, but nah. So association, right, is like one of the easiest way to teach people. And of course, most people learn by doing and actually seeing it than even what's the name. Hands-on teaching is the best teaching, right? Karina, stop it, baby. We see you with your library glasses on. We know you smart, okay? We know you smart. We know you educated. You because hey, I ask your ass a hard question. I know you can't motherfucking answer. Let's not do it, all right? You got all of them right, baby. You got 100. Don't mess it up.
I'm just assuming that if you are passing, that you have the proper things, you know, to go to the next grade. And, you know, the right grades, you have the right credits.
As we dig deeper into her son's records, we can see in his first 3 years at Augusta Fells, he failed 22 classes and was late or absent 272 times.
Call the motherfucking truancy. Call the truancy officer.
You going to jail. That statement gonna send you to jail.
What the fuck are we doing here, y'all? But hey, whose fault is this? Whose fault is this again, y'all? Hell no. Yep. The black man's fault. The black man in the school system. I don't know this lady. I don't know her son. But according to all black women, and we're going to get to the fucking, we working up to the grand finale next, bro. The black manosphere is the reason for illiteracy in the black community. Y'all heard what I said. The black manosphere is the reason for illiteracy in the black community.
But in those 3 years, only one teacher requested a parent conference, which France says never happened. No one from the school told this mother her son was failing.
Well, hold on. What the fuck you mean? That one teacher that requested the conference, why didn't she go to the conference? Why didn't you go to the conference?
And not going to class.
Yeah.
France's son, in his 4 years at Augusta Fells, earned a grade point average of 0.13. He only passed 3 classes.
Is that even possible? The nigga don't even got a 1. Jesus Christ. Look at this shit, y'all. Hold on. Y'all see this?
Nigga, what?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
This nigga has a 0.1373 GPA, and he's ranked 62 out of 120. Y'all don't hear me. He's ranked 62 out of 120 potential graduates for, I'm guessing, will be the year 2026, because this is this year, right? What's the motherfucking GPA or the other motherfucking 58 motherfuckers is what I want to know. I want to know the GPA of the other 58. Because what the fuck is lower than 0.13? That means that it's 58 people that should be graduating this year that have 2.5 credits or less. I didn't even know that was possible uniquely. So what if we just discovered, y'all? Niggas talking about, oh, it's an epidemic of black men abusing black women and killing black women. And oh, black men are the most dangerous thing to black women. Well, right here in motherfucking good old Baltimore, at least for this high school right here, and again, this isn't the first time that Baltimore has been in the limelight for the same exact shit, right? Over half of this graduation class have only passed fucking, what, 2 classes? Well, 3, I think he said 3. 3 classes or less. Over 50%. People that are going to be able to vote. People that are going to be parents. People that are going to have to be out in the workforce. Yes, they did uniquely. He missed 272 days out of 3 years. Missed or was late. 272 days. Yes, they did. Yo, chill out, Hakeem. Chill out, bro. Hey, man, these old people, man. This the YN conglomerate, man. This your generation, young fella.
But his transcripts show his class rank is 62 out of 120. This means nearly half of his classmates, 58 of them, have a GPA of 0.13 or lower.
He's a good kid. Like, he didn't deserve that. Where is the mentors? Where is the help?
Oh my God. Ah! Y'all need to mentor these kids. Bro, this shit, and again, I'm not celebrating the young man, but this mother is the textbook shit of everything that's wrong with the black community. I'm supposed to take time out of my day, spend my gas, and teach her kid how to motherfucking read. What do you mean, where are the mentors? You supposed to find them. See, Dr. Umar, fuck these. You need to go door to door, knock on the door and see, hey, sister, you got a son, sister? I'm going to be his big brother. I'm going to spend money on him. I'm going to spend time with him. I'm going to teach him. No, nigga. That wig is halfway crispy. On a scale of 1 to 10 of crispiness and staleness and stiffness, ladies, tell me if I'm hold on. Let me say this right now. I would say a stiffness scale is a 4.5. Ladies, is that a good assessment, ladies? A 4.5 of stiffness? Yeah, she got 2 more kids. Is a 4.5 of stiffness of this wig or this weave? Is that accurate? Because it ain't too bad. It ain't super stiff. Angel say yes. 4.5 of stiffness. Smell the roses. I need an answer. I don't need you to just laugh. Okay, but did I get it right uniquely? Did I give it a proper stiffness grading? Because it's not like halfway stiff, right? It ain't that crunchy, bro. It got some what's the name to it. It's even got a little sheen to it, brother. It got a little sheen to it. Okay, smell the rose. Okay, smell the rose and say I'm right. I'm right. Okay, cool. So we got Angel smell the rose and say I'm good. I'm good. I think Uniquely said I was good too. Okay, cool. Well, no, she just said I was stiff. Either way. So, ma'am, that means this wig is, you've had it not too long. You had it a little long, but not too long. You spent money on this wig. Now, ladies, I don't know the prices of these wigs or these weaves. How much does this wig and weave combination right here typically run? How much is this gonna cost? Ladies, help me out. Help me out, ladies. Listen, man. Fuck it. Listen, baby. Your kids can't read. Your kids behind in school and all this other shit or whatever. Any way, shape, form, or fashion. Take that motherfucking wig off. Take it off. Your ass need to be around here like me. You hear me? Straight backs. Black women. Listen. You do not deserve no weaves, no looking good, no none of this. Your kids running around here dumb as hell. Put the straight backs in there. Put them in there. I don't want to see you out here. Stiff wig and no, not even a stiff one. Until you get your motherfucking chillin' up to par. Kawhi Leonard. That's it. That's all you get. All your money needs to be invested in your children. All your extra funds need to be invested in your children. Sick of this shit. Yeah, or some finger waves. Straight backs or finger waves. No motherfucking nothing extra. Some shit you can do your goddamn self.
For him, I hate that this is happening to my child.
In your opinion, did the school system fail this child?
Absolutely.
This city school administrator who works inside North Avenue asked not to be identified for fear of retaliation.
That school community failed this student.
This administrator told Fox 45 News city schools failed because it has protocols and interventions set up to help students who are falling behind or have low attendance. In France's son's case, they didn't happen.
I get angry. There's nothing but frustration. See,
this motherfucker right here is the problem, man. And this is why you'll never get nowhere. This is why you'll never get nowhere. Now, fuck it. I ain't shorting shit. This woman is a single mother with 3 kids. It's highly, highly likely that she gets motherfucking food stamps or some sort of government assistance. What the fuck she doing the day that motherfucking food stamp card don't get money loaded up on it, y'all? Chat participation. What the fuck is this woman gonna do as soon as that motherfucking food stamp card don't got the money on it that it's supposed to have on it? Oh, y'all want the link? Hold on, fuck it. We can do it. We can do this. The group project. Complain. DHS office. Y'all wilding, bro. The answer was she's gonna check on it. Okay, that's the answer I was looking for. Akeem B, no, brother, no, sir. Azrael, what up, fam?
Hey, what's going on?
What you got?
Oh man, I posted something on Instagram, and they showed this girl. She was like like one of those like what do you call them? Those streamers that like the girl streamers that play video games and whatnot. And
Yeah.
she did a thing of like she was playing 2K, and then she was like trying to reverse like Klay Thompson stats and whatnot. And I said, like try to like decrease like his like the athleticism bar, his vitality, all that. It's like and I said, imagine if women put this much energy into making sure their kids knew how to read. And I got like 2,000 likes. But I mean, it's true. I mean, I think about it. Like, look at how all these women were crashing out online. Do you think they took even an hour out of the day to make sure that their kids' homework was checked? To make sure that, hey, the book reports are on time. Hey, I mean, it's easy. See, I'm a little bit younger than you, but still the fact remains we didn't grow up necessarily where like our parents had the cell phones where they're automatically on speed dial. There was a Zoom meeting that you could have with the parents. I'm pretty sure your parents weren't using email to be contacting back.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Right. I mean, I think about it this way, right? I graduated. I'm literally, I was in the middle of doing my MBA last year, right? When I in order for me to have graduated with my bachelor's, right, in accounting, I was taking like auditing, cost accounting, corporate finance, all of these things. I mean, I don't have the background to be able to say like, hey, I can talk to somebody in my family per se that was into that. Like, a few people, but not like extensively. What did I do? I worked, right? I worked part-time, full-time. I took the money instead of buying like a bunch of clothes and other nigga trinkets. I took the money and put it into tutoring. Tutoring is relatively cheap. People don't think about it. The amount of money that a woman would spend on a weave or a wig, you could have put like 5 hours of tutoring. Like you can get tutoring for like $30, 40 hours for an hour, right? I remember one time I was struggling with one class and I dropped it and I took it over. But what I did is the second time over I did it, I took like tutoring classes. And every Sunday I would do tutoring with this older white lady who was like a controller. Which accounting is like below a CFO. So I went from struggling in that class to getting an A+. And all my friends were like, yo, like, how are you passing these classes? Like, because it was part like software and part like doing accounting work. And, it's the effort. Half of it is about the effort. And it's not like black people don't got money. Don't let these niggas fool you in thinking, oh, they don't got the money. They don't have access to resources. Everybody got a smartphone. The people that live in the projects, don't let them fool you thinking that they don't got the access to nothing. They have better phones than all of us. You have Wyzant. I always tell everybody I know black, like, hey, use this app. You want to learn another language? Use this app. There's people that will teach you from around the world in America. They can teach you can learn another language for $10. You can learn how to practice know how to do algebra for under $20. For under cheaper than a pizza pie, right? There's really no excuse to being able to implement certain things. So we wonder why are these Asian people passing us? So first and foremost, they have 2 incomes in the household coming in. Shout out to the women that don't want to do 50-50, right? That's why your kids are failing and other people are passing you. Because when you have 2 incomes, that means one income can maintain the bills and the other one could maintain the resources for the children for extracurricular activities. Plot twist. I went to school with a lot of Asians. Let me tell you something. There's a cutoff point in terms of college. By the time that, everybody talk about, oh, black women are most educated. Let me tell you something. By the time we get the statistics, which is like sophomore year, most black people, particularly black women, they wash out. Why? Because they don't know how to. When it comes to statistics,
yeah, math intensive. They don't do math intensive degrees and shit.
And when it comes, but I mean, those are the electives or the prerequisites for certain classes for certain degrees that you have to take. So whether it's quantitative method, business mathematics, statistics, like I said, They even have advanced statistics. To get certain degrees, you have to take those classes. And unfortunately, a lot of black people wash out by then. That's why if you notice, people that know, by the time you hit your junior year and your senior year in school, all you see, you might be it might be like 10 people in your classes, right? And out of 15. And out of the 15, it's like maybe like 2 black people, and the rest are like Eastern European and Asian, depending on what kind of degree you got, especially when it comes to STEM. But the main fact is they're not putting in the effort. Instead of spending money on phones, spending money on, like I say, I call them nigga trinkets, and I love sneakers as much as the next person. But if I know I need this grade to pass my class or to get to my advanced courses, I'm going to take that money and put it into doing tutoring. Like you can ask anybody that went to school for accounting or is becoming a CPA. The hardest classes were like intermediate accounting and cost accounting. Every week, I'll just literally put half my paycheck into tutoring, and I passed. I got like my GPA was like a 3.1 ish. So, it's all about the effort.
Let me get my man and construct icon in, brother. What's up with you, man? Appreciate your patience, brother. What you got for me?
Yeah, what's up, brother? It's all good. I just came up here, man, to show gratitude. I appreciate your point of view on a lot of things. I'll be honest with you. I'm a overthinker. To my detriment sometimes. And I think about these subjects over and over. And I'm always trying to find a method and how to figure these things out. I almost drive myself insane. And then it comes to the simplest thing, man. And it's the simplest thing. It don't matter. 2 + 2 is always going to be 4. What we really need to do, and we said it before, you said it before, we all said it before, we overtalk ourselves and we overthink it all. All we need to do is take hold of our families again. I said it earlier on the Hamp Show. We need to form like Voltron again. That's it. If we get our families right, it's too late for the ones who are lost. You know what I mean? It's already too late. We got to get the ones that are ready and they got the ears open and they get their minds open for a change. They don't like this anymore either. I know white boys, I know white women, I know black people, I know Spanish people. They're like, I hate this job, I hate this situation, I hate this, I don't like this. I'm like, so what are we gonna do about it? And then it's one common understanding. It's like, this is the problem, so let's go to the root of the problem. We can't worry about, I get it, all the things that happened in the past was the past, right? We got to handle what's happening today. And that's it. We have to take care of this. I do landscaping, I do construction. If I thought like that, I would never get anything done. If I thought about the past and this and that, nothing would ever get done because it has to have immediate results. So therefore, that's it. You got to look at what it is and handle it. It's problem solving. And one thing I think that men are supreme, most men, not all men have it, but most men have it over women, is that we have problem solving skills. We have foresight. We can see foresight. That's why we knew, no, don't go over there because the Brontosaurus or the Tyrannosaurus Rex is over there. You know, we knew better. We need to get that. We need to harness that again because it's a new monster. Tyrannosaurus is there's a lot of Tyrannosaurus. There's a lot of velociraptors running around here now. You know what I mean? And we just gotta be the one with the club. I know how to make fire, you know? And that's it, man. Much respect. And that's all I got. I'm gonna land my helicopter right there.
For sure, man. And yeah, brother. And I think simplicity is always key, right? The problem is, as you said though, what you come to realize is black women don't want a solution that involves a black man. They said this, unfortunately, right? And again, I won't say the majority, but it is a large minority and a very loud minority. And again, the problem that keeps coming up and keeps happening is there's not enough good black women and women that want the same thing and understand the importance of this that are speaking out, right? Now, mind you, things take time, but at the same time, we're running out of time, right? there's not the sense of urgency is not there because I think most people are ignorant. Like you guys said, from Azrael's point, niggas is more worried about buying shoes, women more worried about buying weed and designer and shit and all these different things and so on and so forth. Right? Let me show up, bro. You got background. You know, all these things that aren't important. Yeah, bro. You know, so once you have an understanding of that, man, you know, it just becomes a whole lot easier to move forward, as you said, and stop worrying about those that don't have anything that comes in alignment with what's needed for progress.
The crime that occurs, the murders, the shootings. We know that there are high levels of poverty in Baltimore. Things like this are adding to that.
These children are why I do this work.
Dr. Sonia Santelises was school CEO 4 years ago when France's son was a freshman, but she will not interview with Fox 45 News. Instead, we received this 2-page statement, which explains what should happen when a student is chronically absent or failing. The district says students received a letter about their academic status this past summer, and records can be accessed through the campus portal. When a student is absent, an automated call is placed to the number on file.
And that is true. And I know that for a fact because anytime my son is even late or anything concerning, I get an automatic call to my phone to let me know.
Can I say something real quick? I'll be honest about it. I'll be very transparent. Because I wasn't the best at time management, right? So you see how in college, like you have like, let's say it's like 12 weeks of college and you have assignments. And each week you have an assignment. So let's say one is not due. I mean, one is due, but you just got to make sure you finish it by the end of the year. Sometimes by the time it'll be the 6th week, my grade will be lower because it's not reflective of the amount of work that I completed. I literally got calls all the time from my school, like, hey, you were sent a notice that, you know, you're not doing too well in so-and-so class, you're not doing too well in this class, this, that, and the third. But I told them, like, oh yeah, I know, it's just the auditing work, it takes one of my auditing classes, like, it takes time to get that work done. But I said, well, as soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna finish it, because, you know, maybe I have, like, at the time I'd probably be taking like 5 classes, and I'm like, okay, when I'm done with midterms, I'll get back to trying to up that grade in that class because I still have time. I just gotta complete the assignments and submit them in, right? But yeah, you're right. It's not like, and that's for me as an adult in college. They get what was called I forgot what they call them, progress reports.
Yeah,
they get them all the time.
Yeah, they showed them. They showed progress reports and everything. She didn't give a fuck. She ignored this shit, bro. Again, and the reason why the lady doesn't want to come on camera and say it. Hey, mute up for me on Construct Icon, bro. You got every time you come off mute, bro, we get feedback. So I don't know if you got something playing in the background, if you got the YouTube playing in the background, but whenever you unmute, it's an echo. So stay muted up for me till you got something to say.
You're on the phone too, like he got
Yeah. Either way. So yeah, that's the thing, bro. They showed everything in the evidence to support what it was, her being irresponsible, and you know, for all counts and intents and purposes, the boy not doing what the fuck he's supposed to do, right? Again, at this kid is 17 or going on 18, right? He's supposed to be graduating this year. He has to be held accountable. What the fuck he's not doing his part, right? He not trying to learn shit. He not going to school to learn. He going there to bullshit, play around, shoot the shit, skip school, clearly, right? So again, you know, on top of the mom not giving a damn, we see why.
You know,
hold on. The only reason I'm interjecting right now is because for some reason on my iPad, what you're seeing, you can hear me, but I can't hear anything back. But on my phone, I can, so it creates a disruption. I'm gonna fix it. Maybe I have to come back in. But I'm gonna say this real quick.
I think you're good now.
Is a problematic that really bothers me.
Can you hear us?
Okay, and it was a conversation that was had earlier. There's a conversation that had many times.
Hello.
Is that when do the parents take accountability?
No, he can't hear. Let him go.
Indiana Jones.
And if it's a single mother,
no, he can't hear us.
When does she take accountability? If she sends her child out to the wolves, When does she take? It's like, yo, we men always have to take the brunt of everything. If something goes wrong with the daughter or the son or the daughter, and it's a single mom, it's like because the father wasn't in life, and the father's in prison. He might have been in there for a noble reason. Maybe he was in there for something weird. He was trying to. It don't matter. Maybe he was in there for the wrong thing. He wasn't there. But somehow they always bring it back to the man is the problem. They never face accountability for the moms doing the wrong thing. It don't matter. Sometimes the dad didn't even want to have the kids. And that's a whole nother story. But what I'm trying to say is that women don't like to take accountability for nothing whatsoever. And the kids suffer. If anything goes wrong with my kid, I got a daughter. She's 26. She's about to be 26. If anything goes wrong with her, it don't matter. Even if I had nothing to do with it, I'm gonna take accountability. You can't. Let me come back in because I can't hear you and it's gonna get interference. I'll come back.
Yeah. I wanted to say this, and I'm about to nerd out, right? But I have eclectic interests, right? I know you guys can't see this, but this is like, so I went to a machine learning and AI like group that I found online. And I'm like, I'm curious. I'm like, okay, because I know Python and SQL. I'm like, okay, I'm curious. I want to see what this is about, right? So this is like the paper that they gave out to everybody. It was like, I was like maybe like 5 out of like 50 people there. I was like maybe only like one of the 5 black people, right? And this right here is like, I believe this is like the equation that they use for machine learning, right? And it was crazy because they're basically breaking down the concepts that is needed to know how to do machine learning and use AI, artificial intelligence on the computer and like RAG and whatnot. And literally most of it was geometry, right? And I'm gonna make my point too. They went over what's called Cartesian coordinates and Euclidean space. And I'm like, damn, I haven't done geometry since I was in 10th grade. The point being that I'm trying to make is, and everybody can see, this is a wild out equation. Like this is something that you would probably see in like advanced mathematics class. This is what our contemporaries of other races are focused on, right? And I say that because if we're not able to practice the remedial or the rudimentary concepts, right? Or when we talk about addition, subtraction, basic algebra, we're gonna be lost back into we're gonna be basically low-key cavemen because we're gonna be stuck in the digital / industrial age. We're moving on to the AI age. These people are using advanced concepts using that is compounded, that's built on concepts that you learn in geometry, which is stuff that you learn in high school. So if black people are struggling to get to that point where they're struggling with basic algebra, not even calculus, basic algebra and basic geometry, you'll never get to the point where you're a part of the AI age. We're not even talking about the money. You'll be, as me and Fantastic like to say, 2053 is coming like 1999, man. You basically, if you're unable to adapt in terms of your cognitive abilities, because now it's not going to be about you using your hands. It's more going to be about how you think and rationalize and being able to create certain things. We're going to need more engineers, especially if we're going to compete with countries like China. They need people that know how to do this. And anytime I'm going to these places and I'm going to these conventions and conferences, maybe 100 out of 100 people, I'm only one of the 5 black people there. So it's not like they're gatekeeping it. You as black people, we're not able to circumvent the basic building blocks. It's like if you struggle with addition and subtraction, you'll never get to division and multiplication, and then you'll never get into geometry and algebra, right? And then after algebra, you have advanced mathematics, and then you have trigonometry, quadratic equations, calculus. You'll never be able to get to the point where you're going to be a part of history, let alone being able to get the access, the kind of money that they're putting into Palantir, ChatGPT, OpenAI sources. Look how much money that Microsoft is funding into Sam Altman's Ponzi scheme. Why you keep mean to tell me black people couldn't have been a part of that? We're missing out on the money, and we're basically being, because of our lack of wanting to learn and our thirst for knowledge and our attitude toward being proudly ignorant, we're being locked out of spaces that we'll probably never get into. If you can't master geometry, you'll never master something like artificial intelligence and machine learning. So that's what I wanted to say.
School conducted recent home visits, and the student's parent visited the school. But France says none of that happened. What this statement does not address is why France's son was promoted despite failing classes. It doesn't discuss his class rank or the 58 other students with a GPA of 0.13 or lower. But it does say North Avenue is reviewing actions that impacted student outcomes at the school prior to this year.
It took a lot for me to just build the courage to do this. Like,
if you were to talk to this mom, what would you say to her?
You know, I didn't have a hand on this student, but I work for city schools, so he is one of my kids. I would hug her and I would apologize profusely.
Oh my God, bro, I'm sick of this shit, bro. This really, man.
Why? You know, fantastic. Before I was going to work, and I was doing other things. I was listening to you and Taz going back and forth, and I'm thinking to myself, this is how niggas will apologize for kids that are not under your supervision. Only in the black community do you have to be. It's always Jermaine's fault. Why are you being blamed for the negligence of another woman? You don't even know what kind of excuse my language. You don't know what kind of raggedy ninja that she procreated with, and yet you feel like you're to blame for the upbringing, for the lack of the child being able to graduate.
Nope, you're never gonna guilt me into that shit, Azrael. I'm not. Bitch is not gonna make me feel bad about her making poor pussy choices, bro. All right, a bitch is never gonna be able to motherfucking shame me or fucking SBE me, bitch. You're not gonna be able to SBE me or what you do with your pussy. No. And it's something wrong when a black man dare says that, bro. This woman hit the whole textbook. Where are the mentors at? Where's his daddy? A child's first fucking mentor is supposed to be his mother and his father. Where the fuck is the other half of his mentorship? See that if he don't have it, who if he doesn't have it, again, yeah, he's a piece of shit or he's whatever, right? But again, you chose him. That's who you got pregnant by.
I've said this online and I've said this in front of black people. I said black women are more concerned with what kind of shoes that you have on than if you can read. And niggas were mad that I said that, but it's the truth.
Yeah, 10,000%.
How many? Ask black women like, do you know if your baby daddy can read? Like, have you ever seen him read out loud? Not on some Floyd Mayweather 50 Cent type shit, but like what do you think his reading comprehension skills are? Right? And we wonder like, okay, why are black boys or black kids in general struggling? I mean, if you had a father in the household, if your dad is in the house, there's no such thing as no one going to the parent-teacher conference, no one checking your homework, right? Even if he's working a lot, he's going to make sure that responsibility of checking on the homework is delegated. What happens? Because I've seen it in my family. You'll have a woman that have kids and she'll never check their homework unless I go over the house and check it, right? And what is the woman doing? She's on her phone playing Candy Crush or on Instagram. So these women are not, they don't really, they act like they care, but they don't really care. They're too busy arguing about who Chris Brown baby mother is and talking about, Clay is trash, instead of making sure they're reading to their kids, making sure their kids are reading on grade level, making sure that all their homework is complete. There's no excuse as to why you shouldn't have all of your sons or daughters' teacher's phone number. You should be able to communicate with them like every other day. Like, hey, how was it test? How was so and so? And now I'm pretty sure that they have it where
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of apps and shit now. It's no excuse, bro.
Especially
Yeah.
after COVID. You know, I mean,
Well, let me get into this though. Let's get into this. All right, hold on.
Conversations that are happening on Black internet, and I would actually like to put them together. One is the conversation around red pill Black men, given how they're talking about Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson. Second is the viral video in a high school of Black kids who are having trouble reading this sentence. The Black red pill manosphere is dangerous. The literacy crisis is dangerous, but we're not going to address either one of those if we don't see how those two things are related. It's easy to point at those kids struggling to read that sentence and go, this is a literacy crisis. We're cooked. But literacy isn't just about the literal act of knowing how to read and write. Literacy, especially today, is also about, can you critically think? Can you take information, verify it, and then integrate that information into how you think, into your opinions, and even how you do things? You know about context. Can you take the context around something and figure out what it means? When you look at literacy that way, those high school kids are no different than these grown men who have been flapping their jaws about Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson. They're grown ass men who.
Again, so why the fuck y'all always do this stupid ass shit, bro? And this is why I hate when motherfuckers do. I ain't gonna call her no bitch, so I'll just say this:
call her
lady, lady. The women been yapping way more than the niggas have. Okay. The women been yapping, and this is y'all problem. Y'all think motherfucking only Black women can have motherfucking opinions on shit. There's no fucking monopoly once you put shit on the internet. Stop this stupid shit, bro. If you don't want to hear niggas motherfucking talk, or you don't want to hear niggas' opinion, just don't listen to it. Stop motherfucking telling Black men to shut up, and bitch, you just stop listening. Go deaf, bitch. Sick and tired of this shit. Y'all don't own the motherfucking to the shit that nigga can motherfucking complain about, or he can respond to. And most importantly, y'all don't got none of this smoke for the brotherfuckers. Brotherfuckers can say whatever the fuck. Bitch, you talking about us talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Where's your opinion on the motherfucking brotherfucker saying that Black men are cancers of the Black community? Where's your opinion on that? Miss fucking educated.
She said the literacy crisis is definitely contributing to the rise of the Black red pill manosphere, as though we haven't been tracking the literacy rate of Black children like before 9/11. Like, come on. These women, they go to all lengths not to take accountability. They're trying to say,
it's because Meg the Stallion is seen in a photo with the man, that the only explanation for that is that she had sex with that man.
No, bitch. She was in a relationship with the man. She was in a public relationship with fucking Klay Thompson. You can't be fucking realistic. You can't be honest and even properly assess the situation. They were fucking. That's what grown people in relationships do. They fuck. Why are you acting like it's not safe to assume that?
And there are people who are incapable of separating Megan Pete from Meg the Stallion and Tina Snow. That is about critical thinking. And
who do you think are the people that have the hardest time separating fucking Megan the Stallion and Megan Pete from each other? It ain't Black men. Definitely not Black men. But again, you're intelligent. You're educated.
You know, context. There are people on this side of the conversation who are able to recall information, verify that information, and then integrate it into their opinion. They're able to say, wow, before age 30, Megan Thee Stallion has been the victim of a violent crime, has been thrown into superstardom, and has lost almost every relevant adult in her life. They're also able to understand societal concept like misogyny, so they can say, hey, that's...
No, bitch. No. And now you are a bitch because you're just being so disingenuous and you bringing up a whole bunch of bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You don't get to become a horrible fucking person and possibly like lock a Black man away for 10 years of his life for some shit he didn't do, according to most of the fucking evidence and shit and whatnot, what have you. And this is why she's been motherfucking ostracized from her own fucking genre, her own fucking profession, right? This is why rappers and shit stop fucking with her and the opinion that they have about her and what she did. Okay. No, you don't get to use your mom dying as a fucking crutch to be a horrible lying bitch that do all the dicks. No, ma'am. That's not how it works. And when the fuck is being casting the fucking superstardom this horrible fucking thing. That's one of the main reasons y'all fucking use to worship her. What about all the fucking NBA players? All the NBA players, all the NFL players. Do they get to be horrible fucking people because they got a whole bunch of money at fucking 19? No. Y'all are just as fucking harsh about them, and deservingly so. You're a grown-ass man. You're an adult. Adults are fucking held to adult standards. You don't get to use fucking success, okay, for motherfucking an excuse. You don't even get to use fucking parents dying for excuses. And then the shit about fucking getting a violent crime, hey, the evidence is questionable. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why the man is the one who cheated, but the woman's character is what we're talking about. And then there's the people on this side of the room who are just like, she's a hoe. For a lot of red pill men, that's as far as their brain can go. And
no, it's not as far as our brain can go. That's just what needs to be said.
What do you call a fantastic? What do you call a woman that sleeps with her best friend's man?
Cheating,
homewrecker,
a cheating, horrible bitch, and hoe.
Homewrecker.
You won, man. Won the Jeopardy. I mean, I always ask women, I was like, you don't think that you don't have an issue with that? The fact that like she snaked Kelsey for
Yo, can I ask a question? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can. You can hear us.
Like, cool. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't know. But go ahead. Go.
You were frozen for a little bit, fantastic, but you're good now, I think.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
It's sad.
That's scary. The red pill manosphere community is really attractive to people who are illiterate and incompetent.
And so is the motherfucking misandry and black woman worship and fucking black woman hypocrisy and black woman fucking I guess fucking educated academia group.
Hey, fantastic. I'm sure Hollywood Unlocked and Shade Room is filled with Nobel Prize winners and Rhodes Scholars, right?
Of course.
I don't have to have any of the literacy markers. At this point, accountability is just a sight word on a flashcard. They use it a lot, they say it a lot, but they cannot tell me what it means in their own words without having to look it up in a dictionary first and put the Webster definition in my comment.
No, whenever we give you the fucking thing, that's what y'all do. I hate that shit too. Well, that's not the dictionary version of it. Bitch, what do you want?
Right. I'm not gonna lie to you, and people gonna be like, "Oh, you just exaggerating or being hyperbolic." But I think one of my biggest fears, or why I haven't had kids yet, is because I do not want them in this school system. It's ruled by the sovereign, feminist thought is like so sovereign. Like,
you don't have kids yet? How old are you, brother?
I'm 32.
Oh, good for you. Planned Parenthood. You doing it, it's no mistake.
I don't like how prime example for this, right? Like Western society was built on the Socratic method, right? Mm-hmm. You ask the question, you give direct examination. What we've now devolved into is, how do you feel about a situation? Not, okay, let's gather the evidence, let's create some kind of evidence to come to a logical conclusion. Now it's, oh no, I feel this way. Oh no, my feelings is more superior than actual realized evidence and logical rationale, right? I don't. They're forced. Even when I hate to say it, like even when you debate a lot of dudes in the manosphere, I'll give you a prime example. I'll bring like a guy will say something wrong, and I'll say, well, your premise is wrong, and I say because you have it 1, 2, and 3 as a fact. Then the person would say, I don't give a F about them facts. And I used to think to me like, whoa, that's kind of weird. But then I realized it's like you talking to like your girlfriend, like, oh, I don't give a F about that. It's like, but I'm telling you 2 + 2 is not 5, it's 4.
Exactly.
But they're like,
what's very interesting.
Talk about no addition. Yeah, go ahead.
You know what's very interesting to me is generations too. It's weird because like my parents, they're together, they over 50 years together. I mean, they went through everything. They went through the muck and the mire, and they still together, and they still going through it. But they love each other, and they like together like vultures. They gonna stay together forever to the dying day. But they went through a lot of ups and downs. Nowadays that's a rare thing, but my mother's sisters, it's hard for them. My mother's friends, my friends, my all my friends. I'm telling you right now, I was born in 77. So I'm what? I'm about to be 49. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's been going on for a minute now. And it's been going way longer than y'all thought. But it has, I do believe when I tie it all down, I do the research, it does come back down to a lot of it is breaking us up. The feminazi thing that was going down, I call it feminazi. You know what I'm saying? World War II around that era, and it was breaking men and women apart. It broke us apart, and that was the worst thing. That's unnatural. That should never be a thing. Men and women should never compete against each other. Ever. That doesn't make any sense. And when you start to compete with a woman, they made us compete with women. We should never do that. Once we start doing that, they forced us to do it. It's like that's unacceptable.
If you told me, I was gonna say, if you told me 20 years ago a Supreme Court candidate wouldn't be able to define what a woman is, I would be like, oh, you probably getting a skit off of like Dave Chappelle or Saturday
Yeah,
Night.
it's not real. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's unnatural. Everything. It's like it got turned around. It's like everything is upside down. It's like the upside down world, and I'm just not with it. I'm not with it. So sometimes I have to shut the F up. But other times I just want to roar like a grizzly. But if I do that, then I'm being too mean. I'm being too crazy. And then I have to sit here in my little corner and be like, and I'm never going to do that. So I just find another way, another avenue to build and be and structure myself, because this world is insane. It's crazy right now. And people are not understanding it. And what I really don't like is when men, strong men, are backing the BS up. That's what really bothers me. When I see a man that is like a black male feminist, woo! Ow! Bum bum, dun 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 dun. Oh, yeah. I'll be like Michael Jackson when I grab my cross and shake my leg. You know what I'm saying? With the golden socks on. You know what I'm saying? With the silver socks. Because it's like, what are you doing, bro? You going against your own. You know what I'm saying? It's a food chain up in here. And I know we didn't, again, in this country, forget about the world and forget about the history of men. In this country, we are Americans, right? I mean, I think the three of us here right now are Americans. We were born and raised here. This is our country. That's it. This is our land. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Africa, that's our home planet. That's our homeland. You know, once upon a time. But right now, this is where we come from. This is where we put our stakes in the ground. Like, let's do it. Like, forget about it. The American Indians, yo, that's our peoples too. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. I'm just saying, like, we got to learn how to, like, forget about all that stuff and build. Like, let all that other stuff go. And I know that I'm rambling. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me finish this video out.
Yeah.
These women today, man, it's simple. Is it? Humans are actually quite complex. That's why we need critical thinking. And the critical thinking is not in the red pill room with y'all. This very moment is some random unverified rumor that Meg the Stallion wanted $700,000 from Klay Thompson. And there are people using that on their video in their comments as a fact. It's not real.
Just like we don't know if the cheating is even real. Just like you talking about the $700,000 that just happened a couple of days ago. But before that, black women said that this was the woman that Klay cheated with, the WNBA player. What are we talking about here, man? What are we talking about? Have fucking truths, bro, and narrative. That's 90% of the shit that black women say about any of these fucking topics online. You never want to tell them the truth. And when you get them nailed down to the truth, well, it could have been. What about this? It's always this motherfucking ambiguous bullshit, bro.
Here y'all go. Y'all take stuff too serious. LOL. We just don't want to wife hoes. Y'all too over fascinated with celebrities. Still ain't gonna wife no hoe. Yeah, that's exactly what an illiterate person would say. You
No, it's not what a illiterate person would say. It was what a man would say honestly. And the fact of the matter that you lack the fucking competence, you lack the critical thinking to understand or just admit that fact that a man saying he not gonna wife a hoe is not anything, has nothing to do with illiteracy. Nothing at all. It's just his opinion, and you don't like it. So now you have to fucking, diminish his intelligence.
You're fantastic. Let me
Yo.
let me say this real quick, and I'm a quote. I don't know anybody else who said it before he said it, but Illa said it, right? He said the good women are standing too close to the hoes, right?
Yeah, shout out to Illa.
And that is, shout out to Illa. That is so, it resonates so true because you don't know which one. You don't know. We don't know. And so therefore, good women need to have a separation. They need to be like, because back in the day, if you was, they'd be like, girl, I don't want to, I'm not down with that. Now it's together. They're like, all like, they call it sisterhood, but there's some women that are not like that. They be like, there's probably people watching this panel, and they're like, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. And I'm like, I know you're not, but you you hanging out with her. You know what I'm saying? You won't get invasion of the body snatchers. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? If I got the flu, you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And you won't get it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, if you don't stay away from me, you gonna get COVID or you gonna get that. Like, stay away from these people. If they doing wrong, get away from them. And that's what women can't do. They got this hive mind. They be like, oh, girl, yeah. They got this nurturing spirit. Stay away from her. If she's doing wrong, don't be around her. Because she going to make you look bad if you good. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I think that women don't understand that. Because they're misdirected. And I feel sorry for them, but then at the same time, it's like, it is what it is.
You're still frozen, fantastic.
Yeah, I know it went back. I don't know what the fuck going on with StreamYard, bro. I gotta make a report. Y'all can hear me though, right?
We can hear you, but it just
Cool.
sound exactly like the kid in the back of the class that's struggling to keep up with the work.
And again, man, that's all it comes to.
Hey, cool kid.
Blame. Sign language. Now you're unintelligent. Now you're illiterate. Now you're all this fucking bullshit simply because you don't want to agree with her bullshit, right? So it's just stupid, dog. It don't make sense. But again, these are the women that are champion. These are the women that are fucking, put out here in the front because this is what they're built for.
Fantastic. Can you imagine her teaching your kids in school? Like, what kind of feminist rhetoric is she gonna leak out? You know what I mean? That's my biggest fear.
Yeah, man. Like you said, that would be the whole gist of it.
And I tell you right now, I know outside of the internet, because I'm new to as far as like being online, it's just like 2 or 3 months, maybe, even if that. But I'm talking about in the real world, I'm 40, I'm about to be 49. The things that I've encountered, it's insane. Women are teachers, nurses, in all faculties of all types of things. And how do I know all the business of everything? I don't even be asking. I just show up. How do I know all that information? I'm gonna tell you right now, I see how women are teachers. They're like, yeah, I teach 3rd grade, I teach 6th grade, I teach 7th grade, and I'm not ratting on nobody, but I'm not gonna say specifics. But you doing what? You about to go to class? You about to go to school? You got class tomorrow, and you sniffing cocaine? What are you doing? You're teaching the kids. You out here hoeing around, and you about to teach a 3rd grade class tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? The things that I see is insane. And I'm like, that's why I stay at home now. Because I don't want to see it no more. I don't want to see it no more.
Yeah. So again, and again, right? The mothers control the homes. There are way more female teachers than male teachers. So what are we doing here, bro? How the hell does this fall in the lap of black men in the black manosphere? It don't make no sense. It makes absolutely zero sense, but it doesn't have to make sense as long as you're talking shit about niggas. As long as you're talking shit about black men, the facts don't matter.
And fantastic. The people that, your detractors on Hamp's stream today, right? If you would tell them, okay, how about this? How about we make schools just for boys, right? And there's gonna be a subset of black people, particularly the women, but like, oh no, what about the girls? And them same niggas are not gonna say anything when it comes to them saying like, people like, oh, what about the girls? What about the girls? No one is gonna check them and say, no, we need to do something for the boys. When it comes to blaming the men for what goes wrong, the after effect of it all, they say, oh yeah, we need to blame the men. These men are not doing their part. But it's like, okay, now if we try to create an initiative, you want to shoot it down. Like I didn't know, I forgot who it was. I think it was Kimberly Crenshaw, that when Obama tried to start My Brother's Keeper, like she shut it down.
Oh yeah. Black women definitely canceled that shit. So he had the My Brother's Keeper initiative was started, and it was getting ready to get everything off the ground.
Y'all don't remember that though? Y'all don't remember the anthem when we was young?
No, what's that?
Girls are made of sugar and spice and everything nice.
Yeah.
Boys are made of snails and pears and puppy dog tails. Remember that? You don't remember that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's you know what I'm saying. It already started off. You know what I'm saying? Sugar and spice and everything nice. That's what girls are made of, and boys are made of snails, pears, and puppy dog tails. That's a bar. I'm about to grab. You know what? I should never say that out loud. I'm about to break something. You know what I mean? I think you frozen, Iceman. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm froze, bro. I'm unfortunately, I don't know what the hell what's name doing with me, but fuck it is what it is. But you brothers got any closing statements, bro?
No. I mean, a good stream overall. I mean, Baltimore is gonna Baltimore, man. Baltimore been like that since The Wire came out, and it's almost going on 3 decades later.
Oh, you in Baltimore?
No, that's the school. The school. That's where it was at.
The video, yeah. And I mean, the ironic thing is, it's under black female leadership. Most of the majority black districts are under black female leadership, and I mean, look at the effects. Look at what is reaped. So do with that information as you will. Your leader, the productivity of the people is reflective of the leadership. If the women are leading and is looking bad, then that should show you that it's not great leadership. But thank you for having me on. It's been real. Have a good night.
Appreciate you, bro. Construct brother, you got anything to close it out?
Yeah, I will say this. Peace to everybody. Just do better. Positive energy activates constant elevation. One love to all. Be better. Let's do better. We can do better. We've conquered, man. We've been through everything, man. Come on. Melanin. We got it. Right?
For sure, brother.
All right.
All right. Yep. Hey, man, at the end of the day, bro, when in doubt, blame a black man about it. When in doubt, blame a black man about it. That's the run of the mill shit, man. We fighting these fucking little battles out here, man, and we making leeway, but hey, it's gonna be what it is. Let me get these super chats, man. We get up out here. Shout out to Elbow Dropper for the 10. No accountability. Mondukes didn't play with us and stay on our behinds. And if our grades started declining, everything getting pulled out the room except the bed and the desk. Yep, great point, brother. Shout out to Hakeem B for the 10. Appreciate you. OG, I don't want to be disrespectful because you're my elder, but would you kindly take that hat off because it's messing the chat's equilibrium. What the fuck? What you talking about, bro? This nigga, that's my hat. My hat match, nigga. Told you, matching. Fuck out of here. Shout out to brother Noomsi for the $3. Greatly appreciate you, brother.
Ain't nothing but some money.
At the end of the day, man, we'll see what's next. This Megan the Stallion shit, bro, is gold, because when I haven't seen black women get triggered to this level since the brick lady. Whenever black women come together and again form Holtron, this is how you know it's just automatically wrong. Just know. The brick lady shit, black women jumped behind this woman and all this bullshit she had to say, and niggas simply asking, "Hey man, this just don't sound right." You don't get hit in the face with a brick and you don't break the skin. You know, all kinds of shit like that. Facts and shit didn't matter. You just hated black women because you didn't want to believe them. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, man, hey, Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video. Got anything you want to send me, either DM me or email me, MissFantastic824@gmail.com. And that's that on that one. I'm gonna catch y'all next, man. Holla, we out.